I sit at a desk for 10 hours and my body used to pay for it at the gym. The stiffness, the tight hips, the lower back pain that wouldn't quit. I thought that I needed to stretch more. It turns out I actually needed to move better inside and also outside of the gym. So here's everything that changed for me as a desk worker. Your desk job isn't just exhausting. It also is quickly breaking your body down. You're sitting for 8 to 10 hours out of the day. Your hip flexors are shortening. Your glutes start to shut off. You're rounding your shoulders. And by the time you get to the gym, your body is already working against you. So this is why I train the way I do, and also why I always do mobility first. So if you've been experiencing back pain lately, hip pain, I'm letting you know now, this video is for you. So you might want to save this. I didn't realize that my desk job was contributing to me squatting improperly. So 2 years into lifting, my squat still felt wrong, right? I kept adding weight thinking I just needed to get stronger, but it wasn't a strength problem. I noticed it was a sitting problem. Tight hips, tight ankles, glutes that had basically clocked out. I wasn't even feeling my glutes work or that tension, and back squats and RDLs on Bulgarian split squats. Those are like the best workouts to do to grow your glutes, and I wasn't even feeling it. I wasn't activating them, not realizing it was all from me sitting for 8 to 10 hours out the day. The fix wasn't like more reps. It was undoing what the desk was doing to me daily. So I'm gonna share with you guys a full breakdown. So if you work from home and your hips feel like cement by 3 o'clock, this is for you. Working from home sounds like freedom, right? But 10 hours at a desk with no commute, no movement, no breaks, no reason to get up, your body feels it. So I'll let you guys know my SI joint started flaring every single gym session I had. So I thought I was just sore, then I thought I was overtraining, then I realized my glutes had basically turned all the way off. They stopped working. Because of all that sitting all day, my glutes gave up. And my SI joint was picking up all the slack. I had felt tension in my SI joint. And it wasn't even while I was at the gym. It was after work one day. I got up from my desk and I thought I just got up wrong. And I noticed it was my SI joint that was just so irritated. I really thought it was a like stretching problem. So I went to the gym the next day. I was doing full body. I went through my warm up. I wasn't feeling too bad, but over that weekend, because that was a Friday, I felt that pain. I could barely walk on Saturday. Sunday, I started stretching out, thinking that it would get better. But then by the time I got to the gym Monday, after my warm up, when I started my first set of back squats with weight, because I didn't feel it on my warm up, I felt it on my weighted back squat. That's when I felt the tension in the back, and it definitely felt irritated. So I completely stopped doing back squats. And I think, I did like 1 set of 5. I just stopped and I just went on to the next workout, which was overhead press. And then I did the rest of my routine. For the next couple of days, I'm figuring out, why am I feeling that pain? And that's when I realized it was my SI joint, and it was extremely irritated because my back was carrying all the load from the lower body workouts I was doing that was supposed to be where my glutes were supposed to pick up all the work, and my back wound up picking up all the slack instead. And I realized like my glutes weren't activating, which was weird because I'm like, oh my God, someone with a big butt, how can your glutes not be activated? So I was like, that kind of pinpointed where I needed to start. So realizing that it wasn't a gym problem was actually a problem from my lifestyle. Realizing that it was from sitting at a desk, I came up with 3 signs that your desk job is like ruining your workouts. So the first, hold on. So I'm actually still in the midst of fixing everything, as you can tell. So I'm just documenting everything. You guys some tips, right? So these are 3 signs your desk life is affecting your workout, even if you feel good. The first thing is your first few squats feel stiff and heavy, even with light weights. Second, your lower body takes over on movements. Your glutes should be showing up. And also you feel strong in the gym, but unstable during regular daily tasks. So this may sound familiar. This is desk life catching up with your training, right? The good news is it's fixable and you don't have to quit lifting to fix it. So with doing squats, I felt more tightness in my hips and ankles. So that's where I kind of assessed that I need to rearrange my mobility. Certain mobility exercises isn't going to work for every workout or your lifestyle outside of the gym. So I added more things like hip openers, 990s, right? For my full body days. Also adductor rock backs, really working on those hips. Also, I did more ankle mobility, dorsiflexion. Also on Friday, I kind of switched it up. I added more hip cars, leg swings to really open up my hips because they were so tight. And then I also added reverse lunges. I actually really like doing those. I wish I had them in my program earlier. It releases stress on my back, but also I think it really relieved that tension near my SI joint. So I did that throughout the whole program that I created. I kind of revamped my warm-ups. And also what I added to my warm-up routine, activation exercises that will help me feel better inside the gym and also outside, right? I talk about that more in our last step, so we'll get to it. But the second thing is, so we'll get into that. We'll roll over into the activation exercise because that's a part of sign number 2, right? So firstly, I added activation exercises that will help activate my glutes because we already know your lower back takes over on movements your glutes should be clocking in for. And that was causing back issues. So I added activation workouts to help activate my muscles even before I get into my main lifts. So we have lateral banded walks. I added that. Also, I've tried some other activation workouts with the band. I also really adore doing glute bridges without weight to really teach my glutes how to activate. I probably put that in another video because I learned so much more about that and how it actually should feel when doing glute bridges. But with those activation exercises and swapping out back squats with Bulgarian split squats, I was starting to feel my glutes actually working again. I felt like I haven't worked them in so long and I haven't done Bulgarian split squats in a while, right? But adding that and creating more of a leaned over position when doing the glute bridge where you're kind of working in a diagonal, it really triggers my glutes. Now, I'm kind of having a hard time with RDLs on my leg day with activating my glutes. That's something I still need to work on. We're actually in week 3, so I'm kind of tracking my progress, seeing what works and seeing what doesn't, but also what can I build up? How can I improve doing an RDL? Then we also have feeling strong in the gym, but unstable in real life. And that means it even means with me, because my glutes are weak, they're also unstable, right? I feel like that's why my SI joint was hurting the way it did. So understanding that, I realized that, hey, maybe the way I'm moving outside of the gym, I need to change. So instead of just working through the 8 hours, standing up a little bit, not often, I do have a standing desk, make it a priority to stand up every 45 minutes for at least 20 minutes. And the last 2 weeks I've been doing it, I haven't had any hip pain. I haven't had any ankle tightness. My hip flexors feel good. They don't feel achy. I don't understand why I wasn't doing that the whole time. I'm really upset with myself. I really caved in to sitting at my desk all day and just strapping myself here when standing up and sitting back down, also doing small stretches on the side while I'm working, helped me feel a lot better while I'm outside of the gym and also when I'm inside. So definitely take heed to that. And also your posture and how you're sitting at your desk with rolling, your shoulders rolling inward, your hip flexors being shortened, your ankles are really tight. So you want to take that into consideration as well. So these are the things I just realized I had to work on more when it comes to living outside of the gym, but also how I live inside. And it's okay to swap out workouts for other things. It's okay to take a step back, maybe taking weight off the bar and focusing on form. It's okay to reinvent how you work to make you feel better. So I hope this video was helpful. This wasn't where I was going with this video, but it made a lot of sense because these are the things that I'm going through now as someone who works at a desk, but also I'm trying to help others with being more successful, with feeling good in and outside the gym. So I wanted to share this video with you all. So I'll see you guys all in my next video. Make sure you subscribe.
As I get a little older, I realize life is perspective, and my perspective may differ from yours. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been down with me.